Hey everybody, it's me, Carrie. I'm back. If you're new here, thanks for clicking in. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. As you can see, my craft mat has nothing on it. Excuse me. I have a haul for you guys today. So one of my cousins was getting rid of a bunch of craft stuff, and I went to her house and raided it and came back with a big box of stuff that I'm so excited about that I wanted to show you guys this stuff so you can also see what might be coming up in future videos. So let's get started. So I got a bunch of these. These are not really that exciting, but for storage, stuff like this is always nice. I've got glitter and things I'm going to put in here, so that's that. I think there's like 7 of those. Okay, so I think we got the most boring thing out of the way. Next, I got these. These are like accordion photo albums. So they kind of look like this. And you can open it up like this, or you can open it up and have like a page in the middle, which I think is kind of cool. I thought, if I glued it, I could turn this into a pocket and, do some junk drawing kind of stuff in it. And so I got 4 of these. So you may see this coming up in a future video. And then I got this. So a lot of the stuff she had was from a company called Close to My Heart, which I guess has gone out of business. I don't know when. But I got this from her. And I hope you guys can see this in the shot. It opens up. It's got all these little containers in it. All these containers have different little bits and bobs. This has got like these little, they almost look like little paper clips or little things that for embellishments. Basically, it's all like little embellishments. There's buttons, there's little flowers, there's brads, there's tiny little eyelets, there's beads. There's buttons. I'm going to have a field day with this stuff, you guys, whether I'm attaching it, gluing it, stringing it. There's some flowers in here as well, which are kind of cool. Some other little flowers here. This would be good for, like, doing, like, a shaker thing with, maybe, some of these. I've also got some little safety pins in here. Sorry, guys, excuse me. I am drinking a nice coffee this morning, and it was probably a bad idea to do that while I'm filming because the dairy makes me cough. Anyway, I've got some cool little brads in here that have like gemstones in them. I'm so excited to use this stuff. So you'll see this stuff coming up in future notebook videos. So let's close this bad boy up. And I feel like this thing here, this case and like all the stuff that is in it must have cost around a lot of money. Let's just put it around a lot of money. And then I got this thing here. This is an album, but I thought it was kind of cool. It actually has, it looks like tabs in here, but it's a cardstock. So I thought this might be kind of fun to fill in. And then on the back, there's actually a page with a pocket. But I thought even if I didn't use the paper in it, I can always undo these and add my own paper to it. But I thought this would be fun to play around with. So again, you may see that coming up in a future video. And then I got stamps. Now, I knew when I was going to her house that I was going to be getting crafting paper. I had no idea I was going to be getting stamps. So we're going to look at these together. There's all kinds of fun stuff here. And again, it's the same company. Unfortunately, she told me that this company, Close to My Heart, is out of business. So I don't know if you'll be able to find these. What we got... It's just like a, and she had them in these they came in these nifty envelopes, which is nice. But they are your standard acrylic, and I do have the block for that. But this one just says, "Thinking of you, my friend. Thanks so very much. A little something for you." See, I picked it up for this one. This one here says, "Handmade just for you." And so I don't know if you guys know this. You might. I may have mentioned it. I have this stamp here that says, "Handmade with love." I picked it up at Target like a million years ago, and I stamped the back of my giant composition notebooks with this But now I have this one as well. So if I'm making it, say, for a family member or a specific special person, I can use this one instead of that one. But these are going to be so much fun to use. I'm super, super excited. But I picked it out because of that Handmade Just For You one. Then I got this one, which this one, you guys, made me think of that TV series Dexter. You know, he was a blood splatter analyst by day and a serial killer by night. Anyway, but I thought this might be kind of fun to add different designs and textures and things to a project. And maybe like background type stuff, but it just looked too fun to pass up. And please excuse my clearing my throat. And I got this one. You know what? I'm going to move my microphone back because I realize I'm unsnapping that right into my microphone. Probably just hurt someone's eardrums somewhere. But this was fun. It has like a silhouette of a tree, and then like some little kids, and some hearts. And it says thinking of you, and then friendship. And I just thought these were cute. And they'd be cute for the front of the car, but they also might be cute for, you know, me, junk journal. Because my brain is on junk journal. I've got junk journal brain. I used to do greeting cards, but I stopped. For me, it just wasn't something that I really enjoyed that much and didn't feel I was very good at it. This one I thought would be great for planning. Again, some of the carbon planning. And then these cool little frames that are in here. I have to remember I moved my camera back in here. There we go. That are in here. And it says happy birthday to, from, thank you, a gift for you, and then holidays. But I thought this would be kind of fun to have in a planner. And you know me, I will probably be making a new planner for next year. I'll probably do a video of me doing that. So she had a lot more, but these are the ones I felt I would use the most in what I do. So... and this one has got a clock. I thought that was kind of fun. And the numbers, I mean, and the magic moments. And then here's the hands for the clock. And then here it says time. And there's another clock here. And then it says you only live once, make it count. I mean, come on, that's an awesome saying. I'd love to put that in a journal. To everything there is a season and a time. To every purpose under heaven. So this is from Ecclesiastes. So me being Christian, this is perfect for me. So I had to have that one. Had to have that one. I love these pockets. I made my own pockets. I'm not sure if I did that in a video, but I made my own pockets for the stamps I currently have, which a lot of my stamps came from Dollar Tree. And I made them out of laminating sheets. Gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. This looks like lace. You know, I thought this would be fun to play around with and, you know, make little lace designs in my junk journals. You may see me use that in one of the ones I'm working on now. And then I have Timeless, Beauty, and Remember. So, and there's like a corner one, which I thought was kind of cool. So I'm looking so forward to playing around with these. These are going to be so much fun, you guys. If you want to see me playing around with these, you know, on camera, just shoot me a comment. And then we have this one. And this one, again, it's got like these different corners. This has got like an interesting, it almost looks like scratch marks kind of texture. And then this one here, this is the main reason I got it, was this piece and then this piece here. Sorry, this piece, and this piece, and this piece here. And then there's this flower. It says, delight in the little things that are all your own. Some really great sayings on these too. And like the lace here and this little design here. Just fun stuff to add to junk journals. You know, in junk journals or in planners. Okay, I'm trying to make sure to keep this here. Otherwise, no one's going to see. And this one's a bit of a smaller one. But again, I liked the little frame, little designs here. And then it says express yourself. And it says everything you can imagine is real. And then here it says inspire. So I thought that was fun. I guess these come with little papers that show you what you can do with them, I guess. I didn't really look at them. But I've been using stamps for a while, so I know what to do. But I have a feeling with this company being out of business, and if people were clearing out ones they don't need anymore, this might be something you would see someone dump off in a thrift store, maybe. Unless, you know, like me, they're like, no, this is way too precious. Alright, so the next thing we're going to go through is going to take a hot minute, because there's a lot of stuff in here. And she had embellishments and things, so I got this fun little packet of paper clips, like little paper clips with little designs on them. They look like little flowers and a heart and a butterfly. And it's from a company that's K&C Company, and it says Kimberly Hodges. I don't know where my cousin got all these, if she bought them from a store or if she ordered them online. She didn't tell me. I got these. So these look like they came from a Rolodex, and they, this one's like a off-white, and then we have a black one. And I thought these might be fun to stick in junk journals, you know, kind of decorate the outside and stick it in somewhere. So I got that. I got these. Look like they're like little flowers and like little corners. Something that might be fun to stick onto a notebook. And they come with brads to attach them. I thought that looked like a lot of fun to use. I'm looking forward to using these things in some of my junk journaling and some of my composition notebooks. Sorry, you guys. I don't know what's going on with my throat today. And then this, it says they're timeless charms. And I just saw them and grabbed them because it looked like right up my alley. But these look like stuff I'd want to hang on the front. Oh, it even has a sticky on the back of my notebooks. And then this there says moments. This is kind of cool. Moments. And then love. Each one of these has a dangly on it. That's kind of cool. And then this. I like this one. I like this one a lot. And then timeless. So as soon as I saw these, I knew I couldn't pass up on those. I have some other ones like this in my stash, and I haven't really used them. And these actually already have a sticky thing on here, and so I'm looking forward to using this. You'll probably see this coming up sooner rather than later. And then I have this. This is a book making kit, she said, and it comes with some pretty paper, which is kind of almost textured. It's really nice. Some chipboard, and then stuff to make the pages. It's almost like an accordion style kind of thing. And you would, you know, put this together, and there's ribbons to make a closure, and then you make a little book. So I'm going to play around with that and try to make a little book out of this. And that may be something you see me do on camera. I don't know if I'll use this same paper for it, but this will be something that if I don't use it here, would be great for a junk journal. I got these fun Coca-Cola stickers that looked vintage, and I just thought these were cool and with something to go, particularly this one here because they're flatter and they look like little photographs that would be good to go in a junk journal. So you may see that coming up. And then this one, these are a little bit like harder plastic, but they just look so fun that I had to have them. The funny thing is, I'm not really a big Coca-Cola drinker. I actually kind of prefer Pepsi. I saw this, and so I got it. I'm actually going to be going on a trip in October to New York, so I thought I could use this when I make my little scrapbook for that trip. So, and then I got this. It's meant for like a baby, you know, for like a baby scrapbook on your baby, and it has like, you know, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I grabbed it, and we'll keep it in my stash, maybe in the wedding box as a preemptive thought into the future of me possibly having a use for it for my own baby. And put that aside. I got this. I'm looking forward to using these. These are words on here that look like they were printed, you know, like out of a labeler. And they do actually have some texture to them, so they're a little bit bumped up. Let me get this out of here. Yeah, they're a little bit bumped up, and I thought these would be fun to use. Right here is Daddy's Girl. Kind of cute. And I thought they'd be fun to use in junk journal. Sorry, I just pulled that right up against the camera. I took some of this string. This is like waxy. This is waxy flax. But these were pretty, and I thought they might be good in junk journals or for making charms for junk journals. I got an off-white one and a purple one, which basically matches my mat right now. And I got, this is another one of those baby ones I got preemptively, and it says baby girl, and then, you know, baby love and joy. I picked it up, I think this is supposed to say sweet, but the pink for the W and the other E are so light, it just looks like it says set. That's okay, but just preemptively, you know, just to have. And I got this, which it says sis, sister and friend, my sister. I have a sister, so I thought this might be fun to do something nice for her with in the future. So, Allison, if you're watching, forget you saw this part, okay? I got these. These are pretty. So I got some gold sun. I think these are stickers. But they may just be paper. This is... It says Amy's Images. Again, I don't know where my cousin got a lot of these, but so this is paper. My little pull apart papers, but I can glue this into a notebook, on a notebook. I took the suns because they're, you know, they're gold and they're pretty, but I'm really looking forward to using the butterflies. So that's something I'm really looking forward to, which I'm repeating myself now. I got these stickers, and there's like some tags, and one says dream, one says happy. I thought these might be fun to put on a notebook. It might even be fun to kind of maybe make some little jewelry stuff out of. So I'll play around with that. And I got this. These are actually, it says, yeah, designer Brad. So these are actually Brad's. And for those of you who don't know what Brad's are, because I know I've mentioned them several times in this video, they're little things that you can stick through a hole, and then you bend down the metal to close it in place. So this is something that will definitely be good for a journal. Just to decorate stuff there, but they're so pretty that I had to have those. Pretty much all the stuff I picked. Please excuse that if you hear that. My dad's dog is playing with her Squeaky. I got some doilies. These will be used in junk journals. There's a few other doilies here, and some heart cutouts. And this is just a metal thing that I found that I think slips over a piece of paper, so figured we'd find a way to use that. And that should be in another spot. We're almost to the bottom of this, guys. This is just some random paper. It's like a random sheet of music. This looks like it might have been like a printable, like a digital. But they looked fun and they looked vintagey. And then I found this piece of, I'm not sure what it is, but it's really textured and interesting, and it feels kind of nice. I thought it might be good for a junk journal. So I picked it up. Let's see. Just a few more things left in here. I'm going to pull them out. I got these stickers here. They're all like camping and tents, and it says s'mores. I got this because I volunteered for the vacation Bible camp at my church, you know, this year, and it was a lot of fun. This year was like an underwater theme. Next year it's going to be an outdoor camping theme, and I thought these would come in handy for decorating and doing some fun stuff for the kids, so I took it. And then I found these stickers, and these are so pretty. They look almost like watercolor, and that dragonfly right there, you guys see that dragonfly? Yeah, you can. That dragonfly right there, so pretty. And, well, you know, flowers. There's just one sticker missing here, but these are going to be fun to play around with, and they're so pretty, almost like a watercolor. The butterfly is really pretty too. And then I also found, these are, you can't really tell, but these are alphas that are like watercolor, so I grabbed those too. And then the rest of this is just some random colored cardstock that I just grabbed. So that's the random stuff. I'm telling you guys, I got so much great stuff. I'm so looking forward to playing around with. It's going to be so much fun. So let me put this stuff back in here. Sorry about that. I don't do very many hauls, so I kind of a little discombobulated here. So put this back in here. This back in here. That in there. Okay. Now we have all of the scrapbooking paper. And I'm going to lift this up. And can't really get the full view of the paper. It feels like no matter how much higher I put this, it's still not in the shot. You get the idea. So I found a lot of really great things. So there was this one, and then I got this one. I like the vintagey ones, which is right now, because I like making vintagey journals, and I thought this would be kind of fun. It's almost got like a travel theme. It looks like different stickers from different hotels on here. And then I got this one. I always like the vintagey paper writing look. Some really pretty pink roses. I don't know how well this comes up on camera, but these are really pretty pink roses. And then this one, this is actually embossed, so the flowers on here are raised, and it's so pretty. I'm looking forward to using that one. And got a bunch of pink stuff. I like pink. I think you guys know that. You've seen my craft space, you know I like pink. Just some random pink paper that are just really pretty. They'll be good for like the inside of notebooks. This one's got dragonflies on it, and I was lucky enough to have two. I love it when I have two, because that means I can do either 2 outside covers or 2 inside covers. And this is a nice purple one. Again, it's a little bit off color, but again, they're all the same. I have 3 of those. And then this one, these are so pretty. Such pretty prints. And then I got 2 of those. And I got this. I got 2 of these. I'm still looking forward to using this stuff. 2 of these. This has a little piggy on it. Little piggy. I didn't realize this was in here. I'm not real big on animal print, so I don't know if we'll use that. These are double-sided though, so I may use the back. So, yeah. See. Like this is really, really pretty. If I don't want to use the plaid, I can use this side, and this is the side I most likely will probably use. Though I did think about using the plaid to do a Father's Day kind of thing at some point, but I don't know, I'm kind of liking this side better, you guys. And then there's this one, which is another pretty one. Like this one would be good to do the outside and have this be the inner page of a notebook. So, and I have 2 of those. And the back is just this, almost looks kind of like a canvasy sort of look to it. Some of these are just so pretty. And then this one, no, this one was just a scrap because she had used it, but it was so pretty that I ended up taking it. And the back's got like this pink lace look, and then the front with all these beautiful flowers. And I thought smaller notebook pages, you know, smaller notebooks that I cover, that would work. And then I got 3 of these, looks like, you know, vintage paper with writing on it. And then in the back is these colored diamonds. So here's another full sheet of that one I just showed you before with the pink base on the back, and then these gorgeous flowers. It's got a, looks like a princess crown. I don't know if you can see a crown here on it. And then this, it's also double-sided. These ones are a little bit more of a cardstock. This one's a little bit lighter. I don't mind that for like the inside of stuff, or, you know, like hard chipboard covers, but these are so pretty. I'm looking so forward to using these. And there's this one, kind of almost looks like messed up wallpaper, which I really liked. And this will probably be the side that I use more. I found this one, and it's kind of a another sort of camping Father's Day kind of manly one. And I don't have a lot of masculine papers, so I picked it up. It's got a wood thing on the back, so if I decide I don't want to use this, I can use that. And then I got this, and it just looks like a bunch of random lines and dots. I got this because I'm going to use it for my New York scrapbook. Because if you look at a map of New York, the one I have is a tourist map. And if you look at the map that's mainly the map of the subway, you'll see all these colors. The blue, the orange, the purple, the yellow are different colors for the different subway lines. You know, A, B, F. And I thought that would look good, you know, for background. There's also these dots, but I want to use this for my New York scrapbook. Got some paisley. This is called paisley. Got 2 of these. And it's just some blue lines on the back. Got some more vintage. This is fun. I'm looking for them. These are not double-sided. That's okay, because I'll use them somewhere else. But I just love this vintagey look with all the scraps of what looks like receipts and ticket stubs and things. And it's just, I really like that. Old newspaper. This one's a cardstock one. This one's not. This one's a little bit thinner, but also not double-sided. So we got that. I thought that was kind of fun. And then music. Again, not double-sided. And a little bit thicker paper. We got some more vintage. Looks like postcards. I love this one. Again, not double-sided, but I'm looking forward to using this on something. It's just such pretty paper. And then there's this. I only found one of this. This one is double-sided. And then all the ones here in the plastic are basically different sets. So this one has, it's they're so pretty, you guys. I have no words, but flowers and little butterflies. I got 2 of those. And then they are double-sided. And 2 of these, which to me looks like old wallpaper. You know. And then this one, I got 2 of these. These are upside down. Alright, 2 of these. And you can't really tell. It almost looks like an old, like I said, it looks like old wallpaper, an old painting. There's like, you know, a woman sitting under a tree. There's a guy fishing. Another guy under a tree, but it's really pretty. And I got 2 of those, and then you flip it over. It's basically the same one, but like almost different color, you know, in a weird way. But it's so pretty. This one here again looks like wallpaper. I find stuff like this works really well for doing inside covers for my composition notebooks. You know, like almost here's like the dirty vintage side, and here's like the not dirty vintage side. Again, more wallpaper-looking paper. And then this was like stripes. So that was really pretty. I like the plastic bags, but they will probably, well, the sets I might keep in there, but I'm going to make this easy. And then we have this one, a whole bunch of blues. This is a pretty peacock on here. And then here's the back. And then this just looks like a bunch of peacock feathers. And I'm looking forward to using this one because this is just so gorgeous. I don't know if the camera really does it justice. And then here's the back. These are, by the way, 12 by 12. There's one of those, what I call wallpaper looking ones with pretty blue flowers. And then again, here's the back. I mean, it's nice that they're double-sided, but I really just like the main front. Here's another one. Really pretty. Almost like a damask, I think they call that, look to it. And here's the back. I got these blue dots on a blue background. Again, I would call that a wallpaper looking paper. Here's the back. These sets also came with solid colored 12 by 12, but I've put them in a group of solid colored, and you'll see that at the end. But I mean, these are just so much fun. I'm so looking forward to using these. And we have this one. And we got these. I actually have 3 of these, and I'm looking forward to doing that. All of these I'm looking forward to using as a cover for notebooks. I've got so many composition notebooks I've already made that I haven't put out to sell yet because the ones in the store haven't really sold. And I almost don't want to make any more, but I make other notebook stuff that will work too, like these. And these are double-sided, so that was the back. Here it came. But I think the back of all of these is like a form of pink. Yeah. But I just like the fronts. There's a good one here. We have this. That might be one that I would use the back more than the front. Another one like this. Little dots, circles. And this one's actually yellow. Which I kind of like the yellow. Actually, I almost like the yellow more than I like the brown. It's actually kind of a brownish purple, really. And some stripes. Yellow on the back. And then this is this purple, and I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like a basket, kind of basket weave to it, which I think is pretty. And then yellow on the back. And again, like I said, these sets came with solid colored 12 by 12. Okay. I'm not going to go through this one, but this was just a bunch of random Christmas stuff. But I saw this one here, and I was like, yes, we must have it. So when we get to Christmas season, you may see me doing some projects like this stuff, but I'm not going to pull it out and go through every scrap. But it was just some Christmas stuff. We got red glitter paper, again, good for Christmas, and this beautiful pink, which is again for Valentine's. I think these were actually meant for Valentine's Day, but I would end up using this more for Christmas than Valentine's Day. But the pink, I'd use anywhere, everywhere. And then pretty much the rest of this is just all solid colored cardstock that I can use to make stuff. These are like some neutral colors. I've got pinks and purples and browns. There's also some of this like craft kind of look stuff, which I use when I package up my stuff to go be sold in the store. So that is everything I got, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed going through all this and getting it. I mean, there's nothing quite like getting a ton of free craft supplies, right? So look forward to seeing some of the stuff in upcoming videos, because I will be working with it. I'm looking forward to working with it. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to come back and see more, hit that subscribe button. And remember, I'm just me, crafting for mental health, helping myself and others, one DIY at a time. I'll see you next video. Bye, guys.